Happy Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. Happy Monday, guys. We're back. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. So, today is the end of my first 7-day dedication with God. In this dedication, I gave up secular music, TV shows. I don't have a partner, but basically, like, abstaining from sex and being abstinent if I did have a partner, and praying twice. So one prayer would be, regular talking with God, letting him know, getting things off my chest, speaking with him. The second prayer would just be a consistent prayer of giving thanks and gratitude. And I do that every day. The one that I was struggling with was actually talking to God and conversating with God, because that's something that I don't really do a lot. I'll do it in increments, and I'm always thanking God for several things, whether something does or doesn't happen in my day. But one thing I can note is that along with that 7-day dedication of I would say remaining pure in the spirit, but I also gave way to a call to do fasting. So instead of fasting every day, all day for the 7 days, I fasted with intermittent fasting. I did intermittent at 6 o'clock because I have to prioritize my health. And so we did intermittent fasting. And I actually got the 7-day dedication from my ministry mentor, Latesha Jones, on YouTube. She is Wisdom Speak Life. I love her down. Love her down. And with that, it was very reflective. It didn't necessarily end how I anticipated it to, but it ended exactly how God ordained it to end. And what I mean by that is, internally, I was able to recognize things that continue to hinder me that I wasn't necessarily seeing as a hindrance before, like distracting myself, not allowing myself to give enough grace, and also certain situations where I was giving too much grace for myself. It helped me to see the areas where I do want to improve in myself, as well as how I interact with the natural world and the external. And again, we're not talking about perfection, okay? We had that in the last video. We are not talking about being perfect. We are just talking about doing our best. And doing our best is not going to be perfect, okay? So let me throw that out there right now. Doing our best is not going to be us being perfect. But yesterday on day 6, yesterday was my day 7. So yesterday, I came across another video that Latesha posted, and it was about doing another 7-day dedication. This one was a fast dedication. The fast is whatever God told you to fast, whether it be social media, whether it be eating meat, not necessarily just the traditional fast, but taking something away from yourself that you usually indulge in, sometimes overindulge in, and letting that be your obedience to God. Because sacrifice is always cool, but obedience is always going to be better than the sacrifice. Sacrifice is always what we think we have to do, or what first comes to mind, okay, I got to sacrifice this. And it's yeah, you can sacrifice it, but even though you're sacrificing, it doesn't mean that you're following in your obedience. So It's not tomato tomato. It's potato tomato. I don't know where that came from. But the two things that I gave up was social media scrolling and smoking. And we're not talking about smoking Mary Jane. She's been done. We gave that up months ago. But what I'm talking about is like smoking tobacco, whether it be a vape product, a cigarette, anything that hinders my temple. Anything that hinders my temple. Oh, and we still not doing no editing. Okay, I'm letting y'all know that now. Whenever I came back and I let y'all know I won't be editing my videos anymore, I truly and genuinely meant that. Like, y'all finna see every stumble, every pause, every person in the background. They just gonna be there. Okay, glory to God. But those are the two things that I decided to give up. And what's funny is, while I was watching the video, the first thing that came to my mind when she was talking about fasting was smoking. And it came to my mind because whenever I got the call to start fasting during my previous 7-day dedication, smoking was one thing that I kind of had in my mind to give up. Like, I felt in my spirit like, okay, that needs to go. But I didn't. I wasn't being obedient in that, so I didn't. And this go around, I decided, okay, I'm gonna take Keith. He gave me another opportunity for 7 days. That's what I'm gonna give for my 7 days. On top of that, in my first dedication in 7 days, I realized that I would catch myself scrolling on social media. Now, I usually be on Instagram. I got off of the Instagram. Like, I didn't download the apps or anything. It was more so just like me telling myself, stay off of it. And like, whenever I caught myself on it, I would get off of it. But towards the last 2 days, outside of yesterday, so like day 5 and day 6, I caught myself on Facebook late at night, 2 in the morning, on Facebook, scrolling, watching Gary Owens stand-ups, and scrolling on cooking videos. And it's like, some of it was secular, some of it was not necessarily secular, but they both violated the obedience and the principle of getting off of social media and scrolling on social media. During these 7 days, these next 7 days, obviously I'm going to post the videos that I make, including this one. But if I don't make any after this one until next Monday, then hey, y'all just gonna have to see me next Monday. You know, what God says is what I'm doing. And the old me, and by the old me I mean the me 7 days ago, I really would have like been beating myself up and feeling so down that like I'm not doing the 100% cold turkey, no social media. And it's like, everything else, I would be around people or situations where, you know, it'd be on the TV or it'd be on the music, and I would just redirect my own focus if I couldn't escape it. Or I would just get up and walk out and watch something spiritual. And it's like, with the notion that we're not supposed to be being perfect, I had to, well, let me not say I had to, I was able to also shed that self-discipline aspect that I used to put on myself very badly. And I was able to get out of that, where I'm able to be, you know, more kinder to myself, give myself more grace to just recognize, okay, hey, I've been scrolling for the past 5 minutes. Let me get off this app and do something else. It don't have to be watch a spiritual video. I can go take a walk. I can go color. I can go play with the dog. You know, just anything but what I'm not supposed to be doing. And that's what allowed me to reflect on my internal state and the changes that were being made within myself in the last 7 days. And I'm excited for the next 7. I'm excited for the next 7. Do I think it'll be easy? No. Do I think I'll be perfect at it? No. Am I going to beat myself up or discipline myself about it? No. We're going to redirect and reframe. That's it. That's all. Especially like in a world where we already have so many people who are quick to cancel people and get on people and tear people down. Like, don't be that for yourself. Don't tear yourself down. God does not want you to draw closer to him just to start tearing yourself down. And tearing yourself down because you're not perfect at it. That is not the purpose. That is not the purpose. And whenever you start to catch that, I want you to tell yourself, hey, God would not like me being mean to myself or ugly or rude to myself. Do he want you to learn the lesson? Yes. Do he want you to learn the lesson by being nasty and rude and unkind to yourself? No. Okay? So, we got to change the mindset. Change the mindset. If y'all want to do a 7-day fast and dedication with me, do it. Because I have been fasting these 7 days, and along with fasting from smoking and fasting from social media, again, I'm also going to be doing an intermittent fast for the next 7 days with that as well. So, do it, y'all. Do it. I'm telling y'all, do it. If you feel called, do it. The obedience is going to be so much more worth it than you not. Do it. Okay? And when you do it, let me know in the comments how it goes. Let me know what you learned about yourself. Let me know what God's spoken to you and what he revealed to you, because that's what it's for. That's what it's for. He always gonna speak, and he always gonna reveal something. But you got to put yourself in a position to be able to listen to it for real. Get all that outside noise out. Get all the natural world out of your focus, out of your sight. Okay? Okay. As always, I love you all. Be blessed. Remember, you are favored and you are God's first before you are anyone else's. Okay? He knows you better than you know you. So trust him. Trust him. Be love and be light.